Okay, ready for a deep dive into something kind of unexpected?
Lay it on me.
We're going deep on meditation and AI.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, specifically this fascinating interview with Michael Acton Smith.
Oh, wow, from Calm, right?
Yeah, the co-founder of the Calm app.
I can see where this is going already.
Oh, yeah. What do you think?
It's like ancient practices meeting cutting-edge technology, right?
Exactly. It's like we're trying to understand the human mind.
On a whole new level, using both old wisdom and new tools.
Exactly. Okay, so let's rewind to the very beginning of Calm.
Okay, back to the start.
Michael and his co-founder Alex were living in London's Soho district.
Not exactly a peaceful place.
No, not at all. But that's where they got the idea for Calm.
Makes sense in a way.
Right, like they felt this overwhelming need for more peace in the world.
I can relate to that for sure.
Totally. And get this, they considered buying a house.
Wait, what?
Yeah, with the money they ended up spending on Calm.com.
Wow, talk about a leap of faith.
Right, shows how much they believed in this idea.
What was their big vision for it?
To make meditation and mindfulness more accessible.
Yeah, make it simpler, something people would actually enjoy.
Yeah. Michael compares it to like the Nike of the mind.
I love that analogy.
Me too. It's so true. Just like Nike made athleticism aspirational.
Calm wants to do the same for mental fitness.
Yeah. Break down those stigmas, make it appealing to everyone.
It's brilliant.
Okay, so one of the first things they did that really took off was the daily Calm.
Okay, yeah, I use that one.
So instead of the same meditation tracks over and over,
Which can get a bit repetitive.
totally, they started offering fresh content every single day.
With different voices and inspiring quotes.
Yeah. Suddenly meditation wasn't a chore anymore.
It was something to look forward to.
Right. It's like that daily dose of inspiration.
It's smart. It taps into our desire for novelty, for connection.
You're right. And then there's the sleep stories thing.
Oh my gosh.
They realized people were falling asleep to their meditation tracks.
I've definitely done that.
Yeah. So they just embraced it, created a whole new category.
It's like bedtime stories for adults.
Yeah, designed to help people drift off to sleep.
Genius. It's meeting a universal need, better sleep.
I know, right? And they really haven't been afraid to have fun with it either.
Give me an example.
Okay, so remember that sleep story premiere?
Burland, right? Wasn't that the one with all the sheep?
Yes. They pitched a movie about sheep grazing.
To a Hollywood studio.
Yeah, it's amazing marketing, right?
It totally destigmatizes meditation.
Exactly. It makes it more appealing to a wider audience.
Okay, so let's fast forward to today. What are they up to now?
Okay, so now Calm Studios is exploring AI.
Really? What are they doing with AI?
They're trying to create the world's greatest health coach.
Okay, so what does that even mean?
It's personalized recommendations, round-the-clock support.
And AI that understands you better than you understand yourself.
Yeah, pretty mind-blowing, right?
It's pretty wild.
Dude.
But what's really interesting is their focus on EQ.
Oh, yeah, not just IQ.
Yeah, they want AI that understands human emotions.
So give me an example. What would that look like?
Okay, imagine an AI that suggests a meditation,
Okay.
but it adjusts its tone and language based on your mood.
Ah, okay. So it's like it gets you.
Yeah, exactly, that personalized empathetic experience.
So it's not just spitting out info. It's like having a friend.
That always knows the right thing to say.
Exactly. And they were really impressed by the Pi model from Inflection AI.
Oh, tell me about that one.
Michael described it as like talking to a thoughtful friend.
So it's a step beyond those basic chatbots.
Yeah, they're going for a much more nuanced, emotionally intelligent connection.
It's exciting, like a genuine connection between us and technology.
That's something I think we all crave, you know?
Especially in our increasingly digital world.
So it's not just a tool, it's like a partner in our well-being.
You got it. And they're taking it even further.
How so?
Calm is moving beyond just chatbots.
What are they thinking?
They want to create truly immersive experiences with AI. Think entire universes, characters, stories, maybe even games.
Wait, games? How would that even work?
That's a great question, and it's actually a perfect bridge to our next topic.
Oh, really? What's that?
It's how technology, especially social media, impacts our mental health.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one.
Huge. And it's something we all struggle with, right?
Right, totally. I mean, social media can be great for connection,
And learning
but it can also be a huge source of anxiety.
and comparison.
So how do we find that balance?
Well, Michael has some really interesting thoughts on this.
Okay, I'm all ears.
He acknowledges both the good and the bad of social media.
So the pros and cons,
Exactly. He sees the opportunities for connection,
and sharing information.
but also the potential for anxiety and polarization.
So what's the solution?
He says it's all about conscious engagement,
What does that look like?
being mindful of how we're using social media, setting boundaries.
So making intentional choices.
Yeah, rather than just passively scrolling.
Like we're in control.
Yeah, right, not letting it control that.
Yeah, I love that. So it's not just about social media.
No, it's bigger than that.
It's about finding our purpose, both online and offline.
Exactly. Tuning into our inner voice, stepping back from distractions.
And asking ourselves what truly matters to us.
It's crucial. We can get so swept up in the busyness of life.
And forget what's really important.
Right. And for those searching for their big idea,
Like the spark of inspiration.
Michael has some great advice, he says, to look at what's already successful
Okay.
and then add your unique twist, your own creative spark.
I love that. It's like a recipe for innovation.
It is. Combining inspiration with your own unique vision.
That's exactly what Calm has done, right?
Yeah, they've made meditation relevant for today.
Using technology and storytelling.
And it's proof that you can combine unexpected things
Like sheep and sleep stories.
to create something amazing and impactful.
Now that's a great point to pause. We've covered so much already.
I know, right?
We'll be back in part 2 to delve even deeper into Calm's use of AI.
I can't wait. We'll explore the ethics and possibilities.
It's going to be fascinating. Stay tuned.
See you soon. Okay, so back to those game-like elements.
Oh yeah, you piqued my curiosity with that.
I thought I might.
How can games be good for mental health? Seems kind of counterintuitive.
Right. But think about how engaging games are.
Yeah, they tap into something primal, right?
Exactly. That desire for challenge, reward, progress.
Okay, I'm listening.
Calm Studios wants to use those same principles.
To make self-care fun.
Yeah, more interactive.
So instead of passively listening,
You're actively participating.
give me an example.
Imagine you're navigating a virtual landscape while meditating.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're collecting points for staying focused.
Oh, I like that.
Or you unlock new levels as you progress.
It's like leveling up your mindfulness.
Yeah, it's a totally different way of thinking about meditation.
It is. Could be really appealing, especially for younger people.
Yeah, those who grew up with video games.
Like sneaking in healthy habits through entertainment.
It likes less intimidating.
But wouldn't that be distracting?
That's a valid concern.
Like the whole point of meditation is to quiet the mind.
Right, and they don't want to turn it into a video game.
So it's about finding that balance.
Between fun and focus.
I see. It's a delicate balance.
And it's still early days, they're experimenting.
But it's definitely innovative.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, what about the ethics of AI in mental health?
Yeah, that's a big one, especially with something so personal.
Absolutely, it's a complex landscape.
And Calm seems very aware of that.
Oh yeah, they're taking it seriously.
So what are some of the specific challenges?
Data privacy is a huge one.
Oh yeah, makes sense. AI needs tons of data to work,
And this is sensitive stuff.
not just your shopping habits.
Yeah, this is about your thoughts, feelings, vulnerabilities.
Exactly. So how do they ensure privacy?
Calm is committed to handling data with care. They're anonymizing data, giving users more control.
And being transparent about how they use it.
Yeah, transparency is key, especially when it comes to trust.
Absolutely. What about algorithmic bias?
Another big one. AI can inherit biases from its creators.
Or from the data it's trained on.
Exactly.
So if their data is skewed, it could lead to inaccurate outcomes.
And that could be really dangerous in mental health.
Misdiagnosis, wrong treatment.
Serious consequences.
So how is Calm addressing that?
They're working with diverse teams.
To mitigate bias in the design.
Exactly.
And are they working with mental health professionals too?
Yeah, to ensure it's all ethical, aligned with best practices.
They're really being thorough.
They want to get this right.
Recognizing both the benefits and the risks of AI.
Right, they see it as a tool to augment human capabilities.
Not replace them.
Yeah, working together.
That collaborative approach.
Human therapists and AI.
Combining the best of both worlds.
It's about providing tools to connect more deeply.
With ourselves and others.
Exactly. It's not about handing over our mental well-being to machines.
It's about empowerment.
Giving us the tools to understand our own minds.
To make choices that support our mental health.
Yes, that's the heart of it.
Which brings us back to listening to our inner voice.
It all starts with self-awareness.
Michael really emphasizes that.
He's right. It's easy to lose touch with ourselves.
In this noisy world.
So how do we cultivate that inner awareness?
It's tough with all the distractions.
Calm is creating an ecosystem of tools and resources.
To support people in their mindfulness journey.
So it goes beyond just meditation.
They're creating content on all sorts of topics.
Stress, sleep, relationships.
And exploring new technologies too.
like biofeedback and virtual reality.
To make mindfulness more immersive.
Exactly. It's pretty exciting.
It feels like they're really pushing the boundaries.
It's all driven by this belief in human potential.
That everyone has the capacity for inner peace.
And happiness.
They're using every tool to help people tap into that.
It's really inspiring.
It really speaks to the transformative power of mindfulness.
It's not just about feeling calm. It's about connecting with our true selves.
Our purpose, our values.
And that connection leads to a more fulfilling life.
Aligning our actions with our values, our goals with our passions.
That's it.
Before we move on to the final part,
where we'll delve into Michael's personal insights.
I wanted to touch on something he said about technology.
What was that?
Finding that balance between embracing technology and our humanity.
It's a profound question.
How do we navigate that?
It's an ongoing dance between progress and preservation.
Innovation and intention.
We need to be mindful.
Aware of the impact of technology on our lives.
Setting boundaries, making conscious choices.
Prioritizing activities that nourish our minds.
Technology should serve us, not enslave us.
Exactly.
We are in control.
You can shape our relationship with technology.
And create a world that supports our well-being.
That's a world I want to live in.
Me too. And it's within reach.
If we approach technology with intention and compassion.
Beautifully said.
Okay, I'm ready to hear more about Michael's journey.
Let's dive into the final part.
All right, so we've talked about Calm as a company.
Their approach to mindfulness and AI.
Yeah, now I want to focus on Michael himself a bit.
Okay, his personal insights.
One thing that really resonated with me was his honesty about the challenges he's faced.
Even as the co-founder of Calm.
Yeah. He talks about experiencing burnout.
It makes you realize even he's not immune to stress.
Right. It's a good reminder that we all have limits.
And it's important to acknowledge them.
It's not selfish to take care of ourselves.
It's essential.
We can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Exactly. And it's something Michael really emphasizes.
Prioritizing self-care, even when it feels impossible.
He walks the walk, too, not just talks the talk.
Yeah, he's got all these practices he does.
Like taking breaks, being in nature, practicing gratitude.
It's inspiring to see him live those values.
Not just in his work, but in his personal life, too.
Mindfulness as a way of being, not just a concept.
Exactly.
And it's something we can all learn from.
Those small, intentional choices.
To support our well-being.
Day by day.
And sometimes it means making big changes.
Oh yeah, like bringing in a new CEO.
It takes courage to step back from something you built.
But sometimes it's necessary.
To let go and trust others.
So you can focus on your strengths.
And for Michael and Alex, that's innovation.
They're still so passionate about it.
Excited about AI, not just for mental health.
But for entertainment, storytelling.
It's like they're blurring the lines.
Creating a new paradigm.
For how we interact with technology.
And with ourselves. And at the core of it all.
A belief in human potential.
That everyone has the capacity for growth.
Healing, happiness.
Using technology as a tool to unlock that.
It's a powerful message.
Technology isn't inherently good or bad.
It's how we use it.
To create a more mindful world.
A more compassionate world.
So as we wrap up, what's the key takeaway for our listener?
Well, being is a journey, not a destination.
It's about self-awareness, self-care.
Finding what works for you.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. It's about experimenting.
Being curious.
And finding what truly nourishes you.
Mind, body, spirit. Just like Michael and Calm are doing.
Constantly exploring, innovating.
Pushing the boundaries.
That's inspiring.
So keep exploring, keep learning.
And most importantly, keep listening to that inner voice.
It'll guide you.
To a calmer, more fulfilling life.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.